So imagine writing a song about, the most devastating loss of your life, but setting it to this sunny, upbeat pop rhythm.
Right, yeah, it sounds like a total emotional mismatch.
Exactly. But today we are taking a deep dive into a track that does just that, and honestly, it works flawlessly.
It really does.
Our mission today is to uncover how this song beautifully fuses traditional Hindustani elements with modern soft rock.
And it does that to capture the incredibly complex reality of grief and, well, ultimately acceptance. It is just a fascinating structural balancing act.
It really is. So, musically, we are looking at an Indian pop ballad crossed with a modern Bollywood ghazal.
Yeah, and for those unfamiliar, a ghazal is this poetic form of music with ancient Arabic origins. It is heavily focused on themes of loss, longing, and love.
But here it gets a distinctly modern reimagining. I mean, you hear that clash of worlds immediately in the instruments, like there's this driving acoustic guitar and a soft drum kit.
Right, which feels very much like modern pop.
Exactly. But underneath that, I keep hearing this crying, bowed string instrument. Is that the sarangi?
It is, yeah. The sarangi is a traditional Indian instrument that is sort of notorious for its ability to mimic the melancholic wail of the human voice.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it really does sound like crying.
It does.
Yeah.
And the track layers that heavy, vibrating sarangi melody over very subtle tabla rhythms, the classical Indian hand drums.
Right, okay.
So you have the modern rhythm section pushing the tempo forward, while the classical instruments carry this immense emotional weight.
It almost feels like sitting on a high-speed train or something. I mean, the acoustic guitar is the engine relentlessly pulling you forward, but the sarangi is you, just staring out the window, completely stuck in the past.
Oh, that is a great analogy. That dynamic is exactly what the composer was aiming for.
But wait, I have to challenge this setup a bit. The song is written in D major.
Right, a very bright key.
Yeah, usually pop songs rely on minor keys to convey sadness. Doesn't playing a bright, warm key at a steady, upbeat tempo run the risk of completely ruining the melancholic vibe of the lyrics?
You would really think so. But that bright tempo is actually the central brilliance of the arrangement. The major key and the steady rhythm represent life's continuity.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, the arrangement isn't wallowing. It is moving forward because the lyrics tell a story of a world that just keeps moving. I mean, the song opens with these poignant, mundane details.
Like the cup of morning tea left untouched on a table.
Exactly, or the quiet streets just outside a window.
Right, those small moments where the absence feels the absolute loudest. The central hook of the track actually translates to, you left, the world didn't stop, the sun rose again, evening fell.
And that simple phrase captures a profound spiritual sense of impermanence. The universe is just entirely indifferent to our personal loss.
So that bright D major key is the musical equivalent of the rising sun, just carrying on regardless of the singer's grief.
You got it.
You really feel that indifference tracing the narrative arc of the song, too. It moves through the passage of time.
Yeah, from daytime rain and suddenly discovering old photos in your hands to evening lamps lighting up the homes next door.
The world spins on, but the narrator remains completely frozen in memory.
Exactly.
So if the melody and lyrics are doing all that emotional heavy lifting, how did the producer keep the song from sounding muddy or melodramatic?
Well, by making some very deliberate production choices to amplify that feeling of isolation, the vocals are a male and female duet featuring classical Indian ornamentation and melisma.
Those beautiful rapid sliding vocal runs, right?
Yeah, exactly. But crucially, the producer placed the vocals dead center and entirely dry in the mix.
Meaning no echo.
Yeah. Right, no reverb. By stripping away the reverb, which is the echo that tells our brains an instrument is in a large room, the producer tricks your ear.
Oh, so it feels like these singers are sitting inches away from your face.
Yes, it creates a very raw, uncomfortable intimacy.
Wow, the world around them feels vast. Because behind those up-close vocals, you hear these wide stereo strings and a clean electric guitar bridge.
And those sliding fretless bass notes, too. You get this massive cinematic atmosphere without the producer ever needing to rely on aggressive percussion or electronic beats.
It is such a delicate balance. The organic instrumentation and poetic lyrics create an atmosphere that feels both spiritual and grounded in the everyday.
It flawlessly evokes that universal sensation of watching the rain through a window, just remembering someone who is gone.
As we wrap up this deep dive, I want to leave you with something to ponder. Pay close attention to the very final moments of the track.
Yeah, that haunting wail of the sarangi slowly fades out over one final, solitary acoustic guitar strum.
Exactly. Does this musical conclusion represent the narrator finally finding peace and letting go?
Or is it merely the end of another day, trapped in an endless loop of memory?
We invite you to listen to the full song and interpret the ending for yourself.